Hello, hello. Sorry, I fell asleep last night. Let's go to Elysium now.
You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat-death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures, autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under this. Who are all those creatures? You should adopt one of those welkins as your... One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears over four sections. The photo collage depicts barren, entire... You see primitive oil rigs, albeit darkened. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat..." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Okay.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles look beautiful. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? No, that's not it. I think it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Yes, especially in here. Okay, let's keep moving.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless. An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Still nothing. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things? Thanks. In any case, there's no way we can get in right now. Let's investigate further.
tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the framework the speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password. Proceed.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still... You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes. Only for... Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the iceberg fridge.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs. We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye, a bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would...
Find. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The Both cables are unplugged. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
Alright. So we'll probably be running some preds for a little while. Still never... So that's the door we came through. Wasn't there another... I swear there was another one. I should. I'm gonna do that. So, don't... Wait, wasn't there a...
As before, an iron safety curtain curves before your eyes. It covers half the room. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Yo, okay. So maybe...
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it.
Damn it.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be
Yeah, I shouldn't have kicked it.
bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I rip shit apart. Alright, I'll be right back.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top. And turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
I have a pry bar in my Kinela, in case you want to try again. Though it might be that my pry bar isn't strong enough for that lid.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the red one lies somewhere in the dark. A giant electrical mammal stirs to life. Something close to you dies. The lieutenant raised. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Okay, so that's for that, and the other one's for
Only
the ice
the
cream
red
machine.
cable is somewhere. A machine hums.
Absolutely not take that off. And my dude looks terrifying. I'm really kind of confused with that part of it, but whatever. Wait. I didn't see this before. What? Oh, I get that thing to come back up.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Alright, we're gonna take a sleep break, but we are gonna stay on mic for this one. Probably run some Preds once B runs on. I do like this game though. It's definitely a game that I have to be in a certain mood for. But I like the pace of it. It's a nice change of pace from a lot of the other games I play. You can kind of just relax and play it. Oh my god, there's so many bugs out here. What up? Bro, this game is so fun though. It's weird as fuck. It's so creepy. I think they did. Because I had an update. Well, it tried to update. I said I think they... Oh.
Feel that. So best way to explain it, it's a role-playing game that is a detective-based game, and oh, are you in trouble? You about to be grounded? Oh, so you just let it sit out all night? Nice. But this game, it's super fucking weird. Like, it's like one of those games that you can kind of like create your character based on your own responses. And like the leveling up system is weird in this. Like, you'll level up like your sanity and your perception and stuff like that. Like, none of it's really like your average level based game. But your dude is just completely unhinged, and he's a detective that woke up and can't remember anything from the last 3 days, or anything at all. Doesn't remember his fucking name. He's a complete like shit show. Like, half the shit that he does, he's just like a drunken idiot trying to solve a murder case, and it's just so wacky. It's like it's got a really weird feel to it. Like, it almost, so it's like based in like the 50s, but I think it's like an alternate universe kind of thing, because like there's shit that's like way more advanced than it would actually be in the 50s kind of thing. But it's really eerie, like super eerie. It's so weird. And I'm not big on like the Diablo top-down style shit, but this is actually really fucking interesting. What I like about it is it's like reading a book. It's super interactive. I think Klein actually might like it. V-Ron? Or do you need a second? I don't know where to go. V-Ron, where are you? I said, are you ready? Or do you need a minute? No, that's fine, do your thing. I'm still searching this fucking house. Everything's a puzzle in this game. Like, literally everything. You honestly would. Like I said, it's like reading a book, but it's super interactive. Like, some of my level up, like, titles, like, for instance, there's logic, volition, empathy, authority. There's shit called shivers, savoir-faire, half-light, endurance, hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed, conceptualization, visual calculus. What? Reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for... What the fuck? It's really confusing, honestly. I'm still trying to get a hang of it. Mm-hmm. And it's like mostly like, it's all like click based. So you like walk around and you can like interact with certain objects in the world, kind of thing. That's basically how you play. I don't know if there's anything else I can do in here. I went in this fucking door, but I don't know how to get in there. The shit you can do in this game is wild though. So like, you know how in like normal RPGs and shit, like you'll have like 4 or 5 different options to say shit, but usually it's just like kind of story filler. You'll kind of just casually go through each one and listen to each one and listen to like each reaction of everything. It's kind of different in this. Like one of them will have like a success meter, like success or fail, and it's usually going to be based on one of your abilities. And then sometimes you'll have like physical things that you can do. Like for instance, if there's a door that's closed or like a vent that's closed, you can kick it or punch it. And I've damaged myself like 4 times by kicking or punching fucking doors, bro. I've almost killed myself by punching a fucking door. Oh, I also got my ass beat by a little kid. Some little kid beat me up. Yeah, some little kid named Kuno beat me up, bro. My physical strength ain't high enough. So he beat my ass. Yeah, they were throwing rocks at a dead body too. Yeah.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Yeah, so like, I woke up, right? I mean, maybe. I woke up, right? And the first thing you do is you see your apartment's a fucking mess. And, like, the game starts out so weird and confusing because they're talking about lizard people and all this crazy. And I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Like, that's like the opening is they're talking about lizard people and all this crazy shit. Didn't understand it at all. There was nothing going on. It was just black screen talking about fucking lizard people. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I get in the game, there's no lizard people whatsoever. It's just some weird half-naked drunk guy, and you got to go around the room and pick up all your goddamn clothes and shit. And then you go to the mirror, and it's like fucking glossed over or whatever, and you have like options. It's like white mirror, or another option says, no, you don't want to see what it is. You're too fucking ugly probably, or some shit. And then, I can't remember the other option, but a white mirror, and all of a sudden he goes in this, like, psychosis bullshit where he's like, oh my god, it's so much worse than I thought. I have this creepy grin that I can't get off my face. What is wrong with me, or some shit. I'm like, what is happening? And then from there, you're just like, what did I do the last 3 days? Who am I? What's my name? Like, you call back to your precinct, and you can, like, try to, like, ask for little hints to try to get your name, because you don't want to let them know that you fucking don't know anything from the last 30 years or whatever. So you're like, hey, can you read me the name of my badge? And then everyone starts making fun of you because you lost your badge. And then it's so weird. And then you meet a partner, and he's super, like, I don't know, weird and uptight, and he just keeps judging you for everything you're doing. Like, if you unplug something, he'll be like, why did you do that? And your answer is, I don't know, I just do stupid shit. Like, literally, that's how the game is. Like, it just doesn't make sense at times. I'm so confused the entire time. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I did, and that's when he uncovered it. That's what I said. He, like, went through that, like, psychosis thing. He starts talking about this creepy grin that he has on his face, and he can't stop grinning, and that he's just a horrible specimen. Yeah, no. That's kind of the beauty of this game. Like, the smallest choices kind of not make a huge difference, but make a pretty noticeable difference. The one thing that I'm struggling with this game is I think that, like, a lot of the shit you can do in this game, like, it's not like, okay, you go to this location and everything you need to figure out and do will be at this location. I think a lot of this shit is like, you'll find pieces of information at certain locations that you'll have to go back to other locations to finish. which I'm not used to. I'm used to it being a little more linear, where you go from one spot to the next and just kind of do it like that. Because I've been searching this whole area for like clues to unlock this door and to look at this projector thing, but there's just no more clues to be found. Him? Oh, fuck no. No. When I say this dude is a fucking idiot, this dude is a fucking idiot.
This mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito.
Okay, for instance, I just walked up to a mailbox, right? And then it says, you know, the narrator gives me a fucking, you know, description of said mailbox. It says, this I don't know how to say that, it's like French. Mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffiti. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. You have 3 options, right? This tells you how completely fucking unhinged my goddamn person is. The first one says, quote, good mail delivery box, pat the box. Okay, weird, but whatever. The second one says, quote, fuck you mail delivery box, end quote, kick it. Third one says leave. Those are my options. And I'm telling you right now, if I kick it, it's going to hurt me and it's going to do damage. Because I kick it every fucking time, or punch it, or push it, whatever, just because it's funny. And no, every single time I take fucking damage. And my partner looks at me like I'm a fucking idiot. You know what? I'm going to say fuck it and kick it. Oh. And... oh, I didn't lose any health.
Saddened ring is a Victoria mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even.
I didn't lose any health. But it said there's a hollow saddened ring as you kicked the mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, even in disbelief. That's funny. Oh, no, I did lose health. Yep.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's
spreading to your left arm.
Your jaw.
Yep. It was with PlayStation Plus. I mean, it's probably pretty cheap now. This game's been out like 4 or 5 years at this point. I think I'm dying. You feel something in your chest, an unnatural presence. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. My options are, so I guess this is bad. I'm sure it's just heartburn. Oh God. 3, help someone. I'm sure it's just heartburn.
It's many years of combined self-neglect and self-abuse.
Yeah, no, it says, no, it's many years of combined self-neglect and self-abuse. 1, try to remain conscious. 2, let it all go. What? Let's try to remain conscious.
You feel is pain and
oh my God.
You have to surrender now.
I legitimately think I just died. I think I just died, bro.
You don't even see her face, like you always thought you would.
I don't know.
You only see pain and fear.
Oh my God, this is all you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do it. It gets so dark you don't even see her face, like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Cop suffers final heart attack.
Oh shit!
Elysium passed away yesterday. His death, though
bro, I actually died. There's a news article that says
heaviest drink I've ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented.
It says cop suffers final heart attack.
Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Yo, there's no way I just died from kicking a mailbox, bro. There's no way. I did! It took me back to the fucking... Bro, I'm at the main... It took me back to the main screen. That's hilarious. Oh my God. That's so amazing. I love that so much. I can load an old save. That's so funny. I literally died because I kicked a mailbox. I can't. I fucking can't. I need to stop kicking shit. Oh god. This game is fucking amazing. Alright. Alright, stream. I will catch you guys on Pred.